Hi, I'm Tiffany, and this is Broke Girl Aesthetic. On this channel, I do budget-friendly DIYs, thrift flips and hauls, trashy treasures, and more. For today's video, I am part of a playlist that is showcasing power tools and empowering women to use them. So check out what tools I used in my craft today, and stick around to hear more about a special giveaway. So I've got this sign that I made a long time ago, and I'm going to repurpose it into something else. This is the back side of that sign. It was a thrift flip, and I'm going to take all that off and sand everything down and turn it into something else. Use some sandpaper with my palm sander and my drill so I can drill holes. So I'm going to turn it into a plant hanger. So as you can see, what I had done was Mod Podge this thing that I had printed over top. So I'm just going to take some 60 grit sandpaper to sand it all off. Yeah, easy peasy. I need to take this wire hanger out of the holes that it's already there. Not a problem. I can just pop those out. All right, that's done. Now I can go ahead and sand it. So I've got it outside, got the 60 grit sandpaper, and I'm just going to go ahead and speed through this. This actually did take me quite a while. There's a lot of Mod Podge, a lot of paint, and that's what it looks like when it's done. We'll go ahead and take it in and work with the rest of it now. All right, now I'm back inside, and I need to go ahead and drill out my holes, and I'm using I don't know what size bit it was. I thought I was going to use that fat macrame cord, but I didn't, but that's fine. It's okay. So, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drill the holes. Now I'm going to use some painter tape just to keep it from, I can't think of the word. Splintering. Yes. To keep it from splintering on the top. I don't really care about the bottom. I'm not going to really see that. And so I'm just going to go ahead and put in each corner where I'm going to drill. And now I've marked where the current holes are from the wire hanger. And I'm just going to measure to get the other holes aligned properly. So I'm just getting what the measurement is from the original holes to line up the new ones. I just want to take a second and talk about this collaboration. This is the Power Up collab hosted by Sarah of Can Sarah DIY It and Zaina of OK at Home DIY. And this month there are 12 of us participating in this challenge. It is a monthly challenge that they host every month on the 11th. So, and this is strictly for the ladies. It's, you know, showing that power tools don't have to be scary. They can be really fun to use, easy to use. You know, they're very versatile in crafting, as you will see. The tools I used are pretty much the most basic of the power tool family. They're like at the low end of that spectrum, right? I mean, I'm just using a drill and a sander, you know, so those are something that, well, maybe not the sander, but a drill or a power screwdriver is pretty much a, you know, commonplace. So that's what I use today. And there is a giveaway, as I mentioned. I believe it's I can't remember the dollar amount, but it's for Amazon gift card, and each of us is has a secret word that we will be using in our video, and I will flash mine on the screen. You've already heard me say it a few times, but I will flash it on the screen. So let me just go ahead and get back into the craft here. So I'm going to go ahead and drill this last hole here. I've already got the other 3 done. And as you can see, it tore up my paper, but having my drill handy for this was really nice. And it is a what is it? Ryobi. I had to think about it for a minute. I use this set of tools all the time. Yeah, I've pretty much cleaned them. So I just went ahead and just took a piece of sandpaper to clean off the little bits. And I'm going to stain the whole thing with the Folk Art Home Decor Wax in Antique. And there it is. I've got all of it done. And I'm going to take it outside and I'm going to give it a sand again. All right, so I've got it sanded. Now what I'm going to do is create my hanger. So I've got some macrame cord. As you can see, it's a thinner one now. And I'm going to do beads and the little hoop there to hang it. So I'll cut my length of cord and get all my beads. And I want to make sure it's long enough. I am going to do some knots for, you know, decorative and to, I don't know, just make it prettier or something. I don't know. But I've got 4 strands, 1 for each hole. So I'm just doing a, what is this called? A lark's head knot. You just loop it through there. And I'm going to do that for both. And as you can see now, I have 4 strands in total. It was 2 strands. Now I have 4 because I looped them, folded them in half and looped them over. So now what I need to do is tape off the ends so I can thread the beads through. Which I don't do yet because I'm going to do some square knots about 1.5 inches worth, I guess. So you take your I use the leftover method, okay? This is what helps me figure out which one I'm doing. So you pull the left side over and then the right side will go and it tucks underneath. So here's me trying to figure out where I was at. Okay, let's start over again. So using what I call for myself the leftover technique. So I've got the string on the left and that goes over, and here's the string on the right and it will go under. So left over and then left under. So I just used this little mnemonic device here of the left over, left under. It's what works for me to kind of keep track of which knot I'm on. See, now I've got the left side, now it's going under. I don't explain you guys know I suck at explaining things. I read it. I don't even listen to videos. I read these things. It's easier for me to read and see diagrams. Okay, so I've got the left side done and right side. Now, you know, alternate left, right, left, right. So left over, so I pulled it over, and that right bit goes underneath, and you pull it through. And then the next one down, the left one will go under. So what I'll do is I'll pull this right side, and I'll pull it over top of those strings. And then the left part will go underneath. So I just do that back and forth. Left over, left under, left over, left under. I repeat that to myself and it actually keeps me from accidentally doing a spiral, which is doing this same square knot, but in the same direction the whole way around. And you'll see that in an upcoming video. So I just continue with this and finish my little thing there, little knots, and then I can get to threading the beads. And I'm going to speed through this process. I counted out 18 beads. I figured by doing it that way I wouldn't mess up the size. Since I have 4 strands and I'm tying them, I wanted it to be all even all the way around, and I figure, well, if I count the beads and I use the same exact amount of beads on each one, then I should be fine. So I counted, I wanted 18 long, so I've got 18 there, and it's about the length that I want it to be. So I'm going to do the same thing with the other ones and get those all threaded there. Now I can go ahead and go through the holes, and I will put a bead on the underneath as well to, again, help me keep it level-ish, as level as I can get it. And then when I tie off the cord underneath and I have that other bead down there, I've pulled everything taut. That should, well, my theory was that that would help me get everything nice and tight. And it works for the most part, which you'll see. So as you can see, I'm tying the knot right there tight up against the bottom of that bottom bead. So it should hold everything together tightly. Keep everything mostly level, even, as much as it can be. If there's a better way to do this, I don't know. Because I don't know. Tying knots, you know. So there it is. Now it's hanging. It's almost even. I do tweak a little bit, and I put some tassels underneath to give it a little pizzazz. I'm just going to take my wire brush and, you know, brush the tassels out and trim them up to, you know, make them all cute. There we go. It's all done. The tassels all fuzzed out, and the strings are pretty tight, I'd say. It works out actually really well, and yeah, it's cute. So I hung it up. There we go. You'll see a better picture in a second. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is this something that you ladies would find pretty easy to do? You know, let me know. Make sure you check out the rest of the playlist. That link and the link to Sarah and Zaina will both, all the links are in my description box, as always. They always are. Make sure to spread the YouTube goodness. Go check out everybody in the playlist. Like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to make sure to comment each person's secret word in their comments to be entered to win that special prize. You don't want to miss that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great weekend. Take care, y'all. Bye.